Hello students, welcome to the class of commerce. We were studying chapter number 2 of ISC class 12 and we have covered two lectures of the same chapter in which I have covered almost all the topics. Remaining three topics we are going to discuss in this lecture. The first topic is types of working capital. I have already told you working capital is the amount invested in current assets to meet day-to-day operations, to make day-to-day expenses. On the basis of concept, this working capital can be divided into gross working capital and net working capital, which I have already told you. Gross working capital is the total amount invested in current assets, while working capital is the excess of current assets over current liability. Today we are going to discuss on the basis of time. So keep your textbook open and see the figure in your textbook. So there are two types of working capital on the basis of time, that is permanent or fixed working capital and temporary or variable working capital. This permanent or fixed working capital can be classified as regular or initial. In your book it is mentioned initial working capital. What is initial working capital? It is the capital which is required at the commencement of the business. Initial working capital is required at the time of commencement of business. See, when you start the new business, at that time the suppliers are not ready to give the raw materials and other required things on credit basis. At that time you need to have sufficient cash to meet all the expenses. See, before operation you need to purchase raw material, then only you are going to convert into finished product. So your credit worthiness at the time of starting of business is less, so you need to have sufficient cash to make the payment. So that is known as initial working capital. Then the second is regular working capital. Regular working capital is required for the continuous business operation. It is the excess of current assets over current liabilities. It is required to meet short-term obligation, to build up inventory and to make the payment. Is this point clear to you? So there are two types of fixed working capital, regular and initial. Then we have temporary working capital. They can be studied as seasonal working capital and special working capital. Now, what is seasonal working capital? It is the working capital, or you can say the extra working capital, which is required during a particular season. See, there are so many businesses and they are seasonal in production. For an example, sugar industries, they operate only up to the time period maximum 6 months. Like woolen garments, umbrellas, these are the businesses whose time period is limited to 3 to 4 months or maximum 6 months. So they are working. That means the production of such goods takes place only for a particular period of time, and during that particular period of time extra working capital is required to buy raw material, to pay extra to the laborers. Are you getting my point? See, like sugar industries, they operate only for 6 months, that is maximum period, from October last till March end or April beginning, and this is the time period of their operation. So during this particular period of time extra money is required to make the payment. This is known as seasonal working capital. Then special working capital, sometimes there may be contingencies for the future. Contingency means there can be some mishappening to like strikes, lockout, like during this time which is termed as lockdown. So in this period you require extra working capital to make the payment to the staff. Is this point clear? So fund required to meet some unforeseen liabilities or to meet some contingencies of the businesses, like depression, like flood, natural calamity like flood, earthquake, and so on. So I hope this point is clear to you. Both the permanent and temporary working capital and their parts are clear to you. Okay, now we are going to move on to the next topic, that is importance of working capital. What is the first importance of working capital? Timely payment of dues. See, you have to meet expenses, you have to pay to the suppliers, to the service providers, to your employees. So if you are paying them timely, you need to have sufficient working capital. Then come smooth working. When you will make timely payment, all the expenses you are meeting, then there will not be any disruption of the working. You will be able to purchase your raw material, you will be able to pay to your staff, so there won't be any ill effect on the working of the business. Then why working capital is required? High credit worthiness. See, if you want to raise loan and at your own terms, then you need to have sufficient working capital in your business. A firm having good working capital in the business enjoys high credit worthiness. Okay. Now cash discount. What is this cash discount? See, sometimes supplier gives cash discount for prompt payment, and for making that prompt payment you need to have sufficient cash in your hand to make the payment and utilize these opportunities. Okay. Now availing business opportunities. See, there are certain important orders which you can grab, and for holding stock so that you can sell them in the future at higher price. For such purposes you need to have sufficient cash in your hand. Okay. Then good relations with employees. See, there will be good relations with the employees. If you are making them payment timely, they will be good and they will be more energetic and more motivated towards their work. For this purpose you need to have working capital, isn't it? Then timely payment of dividends. For making payment to the shareholders you require working capital, so you will enjoy more importance and pleasure if you are giving dividend to the shareholders. Okay, so these are the important points of working capital. Now moving on to the last topic of this lecture, that is comparison between fixed and working capital. So this table is given in your book, you can just go through it. So what is the meaning of fixed capital? Capital invested in fixed assets, purchase of fixed asset, acquisition and acquiring of fixed assets like land, building, machineries, etc. And working capital, capital invested in the current asset like purchase of raw material, okay, to keep up the stock. Then time span, it is for the longer period of time, longer duration, and working capital is for short duration. Then circulation, does fixed capital circulate? No sir, it's block capital, it is remaining in the business for a longer period of time, while working capital circulates, keeps on changing the form, conversion of raw material into finished goods and then selling those finished goods to debtors and on cash, and then from that cash making payment, purchasing raw material, and this cycle goes on. Then source, how you acquire fixed capital through the issue of shares, debentures, long-term loans like bank loan. And how you acquire working capital through public deposits of less than 1 year, then 1 year or less than 1 year, then trade credits, bank. These all things we are going to study separately in chapter number 3. What is this public deposit, trade credits in detail. Then what is the purpose of fixed assets? To generate income, to generate revenue, because the fixed capital which is introduced in the business to purchase machinery, then with the help of machinery what you are going to do? You are going to generate income, generate revenue. Okay, and why working capital is needed? What is the purpose? To meet day-to-day expenses. So what is the another name of fixed capital? Block capital, isn't it? I have told you in the previous class. And what is the other name of working capital? Circulating capital. So with this we end chapter number 2. All the topics are covered. You need to read the textbook and solve the exercise question. You have to write the exercise question, and if you have any doubt you can ask me, you can WhatsApp me the questions or any topic which you don't understand. I hope this lecture is beneficial for you. Students, stay at home, keep safe, study hard. Goodbye, all the best.